Oh, hey neighbor. Here we have a Wurlitzer Model 200. It's got some issues. It's mostly in pretty good shape, but there's a couple of keys that are not really working too well. Here's another one. This one only doesn't work when the sustain is down. So that's interesting. And there is some hissiness going on, which is pretty common for these. But I've got a kit to fix that, and I pretty much just have to lubricate all of its innards. So let's pop the top and kind of see what's going on. Right away, there's a felt we'll need to fix. That should be pretty simple. If you look over here, let me make sure you can see that. You can see the kind of the key mechanism on this end key. And parts of it that you can see are like here and up here. They're hinges that are made out of wood. Those are called action centers. And then there are some posts on the keys here as well. We'll get a closer look at those later. But those are all the points that will need to be lubricated to kind of shrink the wood back down, make sure everything's moving smoothly, and then we will have to dig into the circuit board for the Hiss Killer kit that we have. So I am going to start doing some more disassembly and get to work. So here's one of the key posts I was talking about. If we pull the key, you can see the other one down here. So the wood here expands over time and the felt gets dried out. So lubricating that will, with the special stuff we got, will shrink the wood back down and make this move much smoother. I'm going to go ahead and do that to every key. So I was really struggling with this key. I even went as far as to take the reeds off so that I could access more action points in here. But that turns out that wasn't necessary, but that's okay. What it was is I narrowed it down to the key itself, was kind of binding up on one of these posts, and the lube wasn't doing enough. So I whipped out the last resort, this tool, and what this does is it compresses the felts in here so that they still do their job and reduce mechanical noise, but they stay out of the way. Because what was happening is the wood swells up with different humidity over time. Here we're in Minnesota, so the humidity changes are drastic across the seasons, and it's really bad for any wooden instruments. But we deal with it, and so we have tools like this. So what this does, like I said, you get it in there, just squeeze it a little bit. It compresses the felts so that they're not pushing up against these posts too much anymore, and they aren't binding up. And that brought it back. I made it work. So it's working great again. I am going to get this thing back together. Well, neighbor, a little bit of TLC and some lubricant, and this Wurlitzer is back up and running like it should. If you need something like this done, check out emiaudio.com and submit a form. Thanks for watching.